Controversy in Annapolis over a bill to change how law enforcement and ICE agents interact. Sheriffs say the bill would make communities less safe. Proponents say they're not needed and harm immigrant communities. WMAR 2 News' Jeff Morgan has both sides from Annapolis.
A bill before the General Assembly could end 287G agreements in Maryland. The agreements allow law enforcement to detain people who have been arrested and to contact ICE.
These agreements are voluntary agreements that local law enforcement can enter into with ICE, and it deputizes local law enforcement to serve as ICE agents.
The bill would limit the contact of ICE to people who were previously convicted of a violent crime. Sheriffs from the counties from the mountains to the shore spoke of their displeasure with the bill.
So it actually should be titled the Place Marylanders in Danger Act, because that's what it effectively does.
Baltimore Field Office Director for ICE, Matt Elliston, said the sanctuary counties have led to violent criminals not being detained and getting released back into communities.
We've had more than a dozen examples of sanctuary jurisdictions releasing MS-13 members, Tren de Aragua members, homicide, rape. These are things that the Baltimore Field Office of ICE is consistently going out to make those arrests.
Delegate Williams, lead sponsor of the bill, argues due process hasn't been given before the ICE detainers are placed on people.
And keep in mind that takes place before we even know whether or not that person is actually guilty of that crime. Versus in the bill that is that'll be before the Senate today. In that bill, these are individuals who have been convicted of that crime.
CASA, a major lobbying group for immigrant rights across the country, supports the bill.
And what happens when community members think that police are ICE? They're not going to interact with police. The trust between immigrant communities and law enforcement is completely broken.
Lawmakers have just over a week to get the bill out of the Senate and to the governor's desk. Senate Republicans are hoping it fails.
The highest priority for our Senate Republican caucus to defeat this bill. We are fighting to defeat it.
The bill was heard in the Judicial Proceedings Committee Thursday and likely won't get a vote until at least next week. In Annapolis, Jeff Morgan, WMAR 2 News.